Hello and welcome back to the channel. At the end of my last video, I said this. You should go with the flow, but manipulate the direction of the water. Go with the flow, but manipulate the direction of the water. In this episode, we're going to talk about the best COVID insight and recovering from COVID. In my last episode, I was talking about when we have plans, oftentimes these plans always get sabotaged by life. We always need to constantly change and rechange our plans with new information and new situations all the time. And a lot of us, especially serial planners like me, always take this with a grain of salt. Because I really love executing on the plans that I make for myself. And when I'm forced to abandon a plan that I made, it always hurts me. But that's the best COVID insight. We always have plans, and life always gets in the way. But life is about not allowing life to push you down. I also said in the last video that life's not only about getting back up after life beats us down, but it's also about smiling at life and then going with the flow, but manipulating the flow of the water. Go with the flow always has a little bit of negative connotation. And why is that? It's because a lot of people use go with the flow as an excuse to procrastinate, to be lazy. And this gives go with the flow a really bad name. And that's so unfortunate because the most successful people go with the flow. Go with the flow is about seizing every opportunity that presents itself to you. We always push for what we want. Sometimes we don't have the skills for the kind of life or the kind of field that we want to work in. For example, maybe we want to be a surgeon, but then we have shaky hands, like Doctor Strange after he went and got into a car crash. There are always difficult decisions that we have to make. But life is easy. And it's oftentimes that people are the ones that make it hard. But even taken in a positive way, go with the flow and seizing every opportunity that comes our way, I think that the quote is lacking. Because I think it's not only enough to get every opportunity, it's also important that we have a direction. We have a place where we want to be. And that's what I mean when I say manipulate the flow of the water. When we manipulate the flow of the water, it's talking about putting ourselves in the right situations, interacting with the right people, creating better social groups to help us have the opportunity to be better. For example, if you want to be a good speaker, put yourself in a room with good speakers. If you want to be a well-performing student, maybe it's time to stop hanging out with people who just play Dota or ML all the time. If you want to be a business person, put yourself in the position where you can talk to people who have done it already and put yourself in a group of people which are looking to do the same thing. When you put yourself in this situation, you're setting yourself up for success. And that's another COVID insight. We must constantly reevaluate the social groups and positions we put ourselves in. A lot of times we sign up for an organization, even with the pursuit of self-improvement, but then we forget to reevaluate. Is this organization working for me? Am I still improving? Because we become comfortable by the friendship in the community, by the enjoyment of the organization. Sometimes we lose track of the real intention that we began with. And that's why I want to ask everyone, constantly reevaluate your position. Constantly check yourself. Are you still improving? Am I still improving? Or am I just enjoying myself? Just like what every successful person says, there are no shortcuts in life. But there are faster ways to improve and there are slower ways to improve. It's not enough, but of course it's a start. The desire to be someone, the want for something is already a start. But everyone wants to be a millionaire. No one wants to be poor. But the difference between successful people and not successful people is that we transition those wants into actions. And sometimes, this is where the even more successful people come in. So it's not only the desire, it's not only the action, but it's the reevaluation and reaction. It's the improving of our system that makes us a better entrepreneur, that makes us a better student, that makes us a better employee, and it generates value in our life. And here's the health update. Recovering from COVID has been an odd experience. It's already the second day of September, and I can finally say that I can start tasting sweet things again. So I'm very happy about that. And the reason I know is because we drank some butong or coconut water. And my fellow Filipinos know that the coconut water has a very subtle sweetness. So when I was drinking this coconut water the other day, I couldn't taste any of that sweetness at all. It was very subtle. And when I tried to taste it, there was nothing. It just tasted like water. But around 2 days ago, we had coconut water again. And yes, we were able to finally taste a little bit of that sweetness. So I can't say yet that I'm 100% recovered, but I'm probably 90-95% of the way there. So thank you for listening to this video. I hope it added value to your life. And remember that we always need to be proactive. Thank you for listening. Leave a like and subscribe. If my content gives you value, if my content gives you insight, stay tuned because I'll be posting every week. Thank you and God bless.